The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Welcome, puzzle fans, to another in the group stages of the Pokemon Puzzle League 2021 Speedrun Tournament, hashtag PPL 2021. I am your host for this match, Tetris Attacker. You can call me TA, you can call me crazy for liking these games, but let's get the call going on this one because there's going to be a lot of fireworks, a lot of action here in Group A, arguably our most chaotic, aka Group of Death here in the group stages. And joining me on call today, our PPL 2020 champion and former S1x world record holder, Tayman. How you doing?
No, I'm pretty good. Really excited. Glad you're able to hop on for commentary today. And I know life can be busy for you, so I'm glad that you can hop on and spend some time with us.
Absolutely. Happy for all of you in chat as well, joining us here on Twitch Live to be able to catch this match. And those of you catching us on YouTube, hey, we love you too. I watch these on YouTube when I can't catch them live as well. So hope you have enjoyed the matches in the tournament so far. Hope you enjoyed this one. But before we get too far into it, we're kicking it over to our head tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart, for a little explainer for those who need to be up to speed on what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game first released for the Nintendo 64 on September 25, 2000 in North America and March 2, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
All right, for those of us just joining in, here's a quick rundown of a tournament format here. We're divided into 4 round robin groups. We are groups of 4 here, so there's 3 matches per group. Top 2 advance out of each group. In each matchup, we're doing a best of 5 on the one-player stadium mode against the computers. Trying to get that best time, trying to get there first. We're going easy, normal, hard. The players will decide together whatever they agree on to start with, and then loser chooses from there. Once they've gone through all 3, through the first 3 matches, so we're guaranteed to see all easy, normal, and hard in every match. Then game 4 and game 5 can be any of the 3. There's a little bit of gamesmanship among some people on this, so this is going to be a fun one to break down as we go. But let's take a look at our runners. We got our group stage here. Tay, as I mentioned, I consider this the group of death amongst the draw here in this tournament. There's a lot of strong runners here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this is definitely one of the premier matchups of the weekend. I mean, this was already going to be a pretty exciting showdown. Like even before Cards took that pretty big upset against Ty last week. So now the real implications could be if Cards doesn't win this game, he might not make it to the main bracket, which would be a shocking turn of events. But even without that context, Six is this is his third tournament, I believe, and he's put in a lot of work into this game since he started the tournaments, and has really developed a narrative for himself over these tournaments. So he's gotten much better at setting up those chains and combos, and like he's definitely close enough to Cards to make him sweat. If we look at the matchup here, you know, Cards put in some pretty good time for the qualifying. There's a reason why he's the number one seed, including getting another world record in hard mode for the second year in a row. You know, his world record membership gets a yearly benefit. He's redeemed one world record, so he's used it on hard mode twice in a row. But Six is a very, very solid, probably like mid to upper tier runner, I'd say. He got top 10 times in the qualifiers, and he's about 10 to 15 with all his PBs. I think the Cards is definitely going to be the favorite here. I'm personally going to say that Cards takes this in 4 games. I think Six will take a game off of him. But what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Yeah, I think Six is pretty motivated this year. For those of you not familiar with the Six's tournament history here with Puzzle General, you see his tournament finishes there. PPL 2020 was his first with us, and then Tetris Stack 2021 earlier this year. Both times, Six has been involved in a crazy 3-way tie for group stage, and in the PPL 2020, he found himself on the wrong side of tiebreakers. Last Tetris Stack tournament, he found himself on the right side of tiebreakers, and he's been intent for the month since then, since that tournament ended, to make sure he doesn't end up in a tiebreaker scenario. And here he is in a group with with Cards and with Ty, where it's gonna be a real possibility again. So he's gonna put it out there. He's got a lot of technical skill. No one really has the board vision to match Cards. That's Cards' calling card. But man, Six has picked that up a lot and is really one of the best out there at that. He's a very technical runner, and he's going to make sure that he's got a chance. I think he takes 2 here, and it makes it a Cards in 5. That's my guess.
Yeah, normally with Six, we talk about how you normally have the advantage with the head game. He's very calm, and most runners can be rather fiery, understandably so. But it's not. I don't think it's really necessarily going to give him an edge against Cards, because Cards also tends to have a pretty level head when playing these games as well.
They're both level-headed, but there's a lot at stake here in this group. They both have personal expectations for themselves to advance and to do well. And given how this group is going, someone with some reasonable expectations to go deep in brackets won't even make brackets. So there's some nerves there, and there's going to be some real tight races, I think. So I think both of them are ready, getting stretched out. Tay, unless you got anything else, let's get to the action.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. Don't need to make these runners wait anymore as they start in easy mode. Speaking of the gamesmanship of the game type selection, easy mode probably advantage Cards.
Yeah, not really. Well, easy mode it's really difficult to say, because clears are more rare in easy mode, but if you do get cleared on once or twice, that can just lose you the game. Like, it's kind of like turnover differential in, say, a game of football, where if you're turning over the ball more than your opponent, you're probably going to lose. If you get cleared on by the AI more than your opponent, you're probably going to lose. So in easy mode, it's just a matter of topping them off as fast as possible. Their cursor speed's a lot slower. They're probably not going to get to clears, but man, it's really harrowing when the AI gets a clear, or as you watch that slow zombie march of their cursor as they look for a clear. As we go ahead and get started here.
Yeah, absolutely. The name of the game, so every mode does play a little bit different. Name of the game here in easy mode is make 4, maybe 5 lines of garbage as fast as you can. We may see a little bit of the use of the S1x strategy, which is a double 4 combo. But honestly, getting your opponent topped off as fast as possible really is the name of the game.
That's really good for both players.
Really good. A 16, actually, I think 6 did 1 extra chain link than he meant to. I think he meant to cut that. And those small differences at this level, at these two players' skill level, they're going to feel like a 16's not good enough. 6, I don't know if he screen watches. I'm reasonably sure that Cards isn't screen watching today. I don't know that for sure, but I'm reasonably guessing that. But either one of them is going to see a 16 on that screen. Oh, 6 didn't get it topped.
Ooh, but that's okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're both playing well. And in all honesty, anyone not familiar with the speeds on this, a 16 and 17 is not as fast as you can get. These are capable. These runners especially are capable of dropping 11s, 12s, 13s on the regular. So they're both probably already feeling like they're getting trolled by the game a little bit, or by their own mistakes, whichever way their headspace is. But we're gonna see a lot. So what you're seeing Cards do there, mixing in a lot of combos. 6 is doing a lot of it as well. We're probably going to see a decent number of quick two-part lag chains. Trying to get that 12 like Cards just got, or 14 what 6 has, is still definitely respectable. Keeping it close.
If you're 6, you probably just have to hope that you top off the opponent as quick as possible. If you keep it really close to Cards, maybe you can hope on a little trolling. Cards got a little messed up, turned around there, but good follow-up, and that's probably going to be like a 13 for Cards. Ooh, but is this going to be... Ooh, okay.
12, yeah.
Cards picking up, 6 picking up maybe half a second or so.
Yeah,
No.
and here, just to note, everybody, I don't. At the moment, 6's stream, I think, started probably 3 seconds ahead of Cards, so they're not perfectly synced at the moment. We'll try and get that tweaked a little bit for the next couple rounds, but just keep that in mind. If they come right down to the wire, there may be a little bit of stream delay.
6 said that there is a loading time differential between different versions. 6 is, I believe, is playing on N64. Cards is playing on Wii DC.
Correct. Yeah, 6 is on original hardware 64.
So we have not timed it exactly, but I'd roughly say that hard mode is about 5 seconds faster on easy mode with load times. 6 has said that he'll throw the challenge flag if it ends up being really close. I don't know if you have a really formal procedure as to what that would entail. But
if it really comes down to that level of chaos, we will all be very impressed first, because we love a close match here. But 2, yes, there's almost certainly going to be some type of determination that will have to be made, and we would have to circle back around to that. But the procedure in place is we'll review it as it comes up, and we'll see if 6 can make it close enough to be something that has to be brought up. I guess that's the question mark here. Nice lag chain from Cards on a follow that wasn't even needed. Got the 11. We're gonna see, and I think 14. Honestly, that should have taken 2 seconds less on 6's side. That was just the game being too generous with the AI's stop time.
Right. Well, gosh, 6 is playing pretty well, but Cards has also been playing really well and not been getting trolled. So if you're losing 1 to 2 seconds every time, there's going to be a little timer scam on Cards' side, but not really enough to make a difference.
Yep, six
cut that
dropping
off.
right there,
Oh,
but
no.
oh, he was trying to. Oh, speak of the troll. Speak of the troll. Six saw an opportunity. He dropped it a little bit early there. I saw him cut off his chain, thinking that he was going to be able to get it, and the down stacking was able to happen just quick enough to buy some time and get himself cleared on and trolled. He took a gamble on that one, knowing he needed to try and gain the time, and it didn't work out.
Oh, I thought there was going to be more timer scam on Tracy there. But,
yeah, always a possibility with Tracy, but didn't work out that time. Nice setup here from 6. Has he got enough?
Yeah, that's a good follow-up there. Is he going to get the... Oh, he clears the wrong way. That's a timer scam. It's
a 17. 6 is really going to need some trolling or a major mistake. Trolling is going to be more likely here on Cards' side to have a chance.
Oh, that's going to be a...
a chaining! And a 6 combo from Rocket.
No,
easy mode really burning a lot of time here.
Not enough trolling, I'd say. Oh, and is Rocket gonna get there? Oh,
there's an 11. That closed most of the gap for 6. It's not enough on its own, but that definitely made it close enough here. Giovanni, last stage on easy. We've already run out of real estate here, so a quick kill from Gio and Cards is going to have it. But a little bit of trolling and 6 will have a chance.
I think that's going to be it there.
That's it. 11-second Gio closing the door. Probably not as fast as Cards would have liked, but he will absolutely take the win and the Pokeball. 6:17, the final time for Cards of the Heart. Very respectable. 6:36 for 6. Also very respectable, keeping it close. Easy mode is tough, and both of them made it through there, and we are one quick game in. Whew. Away we go.
Yeah, easy mode, not what 6 wants to see against Cards. I think Cards is generally the favorite on easy mode with the less variance in easy mode compared to normal and hard. That's always going to favor the more skilled player. So he's going to want to, get into normal and hard. Hope he can keep pace and let the AI hopefully from 6's perspective, troll Cards a little more, because really Cards got cleared on like one time, and that's probably not enough trolling.
Yeah, and I think 6 knows that easy mode favors Cards, and I wonder if that came into the decision-making process when they were deciding what to start. Remember, the runners have to agree on their first stage. So 6 probably conceding that easy would simply be a warm-up for him, maybe have a chance at it, but realistically, Cards would be the favorite, and then move on, be warmed up, be ready to go, be in the zone, and take... hard mode. 6 choosing hard mode for round 2.
Yeah, and hard mode is where you can run into those minute-long stages in the second half, and not to mention the final troll boss of Gary too. So in hard mode, the game speed runs a little faster. I believe it runs at it's 4 or 6. I feel like I should know this, but all of a sudden it's slipping my mind. I think it's 4. I think Tetris Attack the Art 6. But in any case, it's faster than in easy mode. So the AI is going to have a little less stop time, but they are going to have faster cursor speed. But in the later stages, the AI's cursor speed gets even faster, and they can find clears for, in worst case scenarios, over a minute. And that's what you're hoping for if you're playing from behind in hard mode, is that your opponent will just run into a wall.
Yep, and here we go with the higher variance modes. Let's just as simple as that. Here we go. We don't really know what's going to happen. Gameplay is going to matter. RNG is going to matter. It's all going to matter. 6 not with the open he wants on Gary 1. Cards with the open he wants got a 12. 6 good recovery. Got a 16 off of not topping off on the initial volley.
Yeah, and it looked like Cards Gary was trying to set up a chain, but then broke it off to go look for a clear on that garbage. So getting a little lucky there. And you can see that usually Cards is just going to go for a 3-chain with combos. He gets a 9 seconds on Brock there. We see 6...
Going all the way to a 5-chain. Honestly, did not need all of that. Still got a 14, though.
Yeah, that's just... I mean, that's not really going to cut it unless your opponent gets trolled.
We saw this in the last match. Trolling in hard mode is going to happen. It's just how much.
Right.
A clean run in hard mode is probably not going to be seen in this tournament. It's possible, but you just got to make sure you're close. And I think 6 definitely subscribes to the let me go a little bit farther instead of running out short philosophy.
For sure, although I think he accidentally dropped that chain initially. Gets a 19, not the end of the world, but is already about, I'd say about half a stage behind Cards.
Yeah, that's adding up quick, and really, I mean, some small tactical errors from 6, but nothing big, and he's already this...
Oh, here's a little trolling.
Surge
Going
second tier, but then changing his mind?
Yep, we don't know how this game works.
I wonder if we could figure out a way to put like an input viewer on the AIs. I wonder if Surge tried to flip the blocks that are like housed within the garbage block and then realized that he couldn't. I wonder sometimes with the AI if that's what they're... Oh, Cards accidentally starting off with the 7 combo, which will work, but is not what anybody wants.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, his card still gets a pretty respectable 14. We go for the main strategy we go for is starting a chain with a 4 combo and then getting another 4 combo in that chain. That will send a series of 2 side-by-side garbage blocks that will ideally separate and fall to the bottom. And the AI is programmed to go for lower garbage clears. And so they don't, because those garbage blocks are smaller, the AI really doesn't have as much real estate to work with, and there's a good chance they'll run out of time. So you can see that they're always going for that.
Cards really slipping on that opening. Didn't get what he wanted. Got a lot of follow up, but not super quick, and got bailed out. Honestly, that 22 could have been way longer. Yeah. And just like that, 6 with a 14, he has caught most of that deficit up. Not completely. I'd say Cards is still probably about 5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, definitely keeping it close. And there are, I believe, how many stages? There's 4 more stages in hard mode compared to easy. Cards gets a 10. It always feels good to get those 10s because that's one less stage where you can get trolled in hard. You see, like, 6 not really up.
Just timer scamming right there. Okay, didn't turn into too bad. Sabrina really could have just kept going. If the AI sometimes will make some choices that just burn so much time, but like don't really serve any other purpose. But lucking out there, that wasn't the case. Yeah. Nice.
Cards got lucky there too, as we saw that yellow block. It was gonna fall into a chain, but
Cards reacting on his webcam, knowing he got.
Yeah, that would have fallen into a clear if there weren't 2 other yellow blocks right beside there. So definitely saved him probably at least like 5 seconds or so, maybe longer.
Cards probably. Ooh, okay, nice.
A good fall. Oh, but Chase is gonna chain off of this. He's gonna chain again.
And keeps chaining. No. Might have
not.
Oh, so much time. Okay.
Oh, but Tracy chains off of the 4 combo block. That's not allowed.
Oh, Tracy banned. Spamming for time on 6's side. Did 6 get enough follow-up to keep him topped off? I don't think he did. Oh, he did. There it is. It dropped. Okay.
Oh,
there was an extra set of chain garbage that I didn't see that was just queued up.
That was very scary. Like that easily could have gone much longer and possibly put 6.
Yeah, Rocket over here just getting blasted by Cards. There we go. Cards grooving. He's about a little more than a half a stage ahead of 6 right now, pending whatever Rocket does here.
I don't know if 6 is sent enough.
Not enough.
Here.
Rocket's going way down low. 6 needs to really get some follow-up in here. This is going to cost some time.
Okay, 20.
Oh, not nearly as bad as that could have been.
No, but he's fallen a little further behind. Okay, Geo is trolling him a little bit.
Geo got the clear there. Can he get some more? Geo is just really scamming for time. Okay. If he had gotten to that down stack, there was enough on there to kind of really start killing him on the shake time that happens as the opponent starts to down stack.
Right. Ooh, very nice swag chain from. Oh, ooh. What's happening? Stop!
Geo,
Hello?
what are you doing?
You
Geo.
did not have time for that.
And the down stack,
that's
not gonna get the yellows at
gonna
least.
do it.
Cards still comfortably about 3/4 of a stage ahead. Ooh, nice swag
Probably
with the combo mixed in right there from Cards.
What is this? Holy cow,
Richie!
This is some big old timer scam.
And so we're seeing a lot of this. The opponents aren't doing something in their best interest. They're just doing something to burn time. It's so weird. So strange sometimes what these AI opponents will do, and they
Ooh, but a
15. There we go.
Half a stage behind as we go into the final 3 stages.
Nice lag chain from Cards there.
That was really good timing for Cards because I don't know.
Lorelei.
I don't know if Cards saw, but Lorelei had like a vertical clear at the very top. If he would have dropped his attack sooner, those blocks would have been touching the garbage. She would have got an instant clear. I wonder if he was watching to see.
If anybody has the board vision to have noticed that and extended the clear, Cards definitely does. That's one thing that he excels at is making sure that he's trying to line up and get his best chance against what the opponent's doing. So that may have been why he kept going. I missed that. You and I we're watching 4 screens here. Hopefully Cards and 6 are each doing better watching 2 apiece.
Yeah, that's 1 clear.
Bruno almost got to another one, but didn't get scammed too much.
Okay, the big pillars on 6's Bruno.
Yep, 6 with the drop.
11.
With the 11. We're coming down to Gary.
Cards is probably have like 10 seconds or so.
Yeah, like probably 8 seconds. We'll drop in sooner, so a quick kill is still Cards' to take, but a little bit of scamming or a little bit of trolling is really all it's going to take, and 6 will have a shot. Good setup for Cards.
I think. Oh, but that's going to be a clear over there. Oh, that's going to go way down.
Yep, way to the floor. We got a setup. But
that was
Gary.
So close.
Gary on 6's side decides to just make 6 keep going forever, and Cards pulls it out. 6 made me sweat on that one.
Gary. Yeah, honestly, Cards didn't no big trolling there. Like probably his longest stage was about 25 to 30 seconds. Like really avoiding the disastrous stages, which are more in the over 30, 45 seconds, even longer can happen. They can just take you out.
As we're seeing on 6's side over here, honestly, 6 hasn't done completely optimal on every piece on this round here with Gary, but has been very solid and does not deserve to have been left at a minute plus at this point.
Oh, this might be good.
There we go. Gary 2 deciding the match. Cards went in with the advantage and needed 6 needed some help, but did not got the reverse help. Got the troll. So there we go. Official time for Cards 9:24. Official time for 6 10:23. the round win, and the Pokeball going to Cards. But 6 making that really close, and this round 3 in normal mode is going to get real interesting real fast.
Yeah, I think we have someone saying in the chat that it looked like Cards was going to have a bad Gary, and we saw that Gary did a massive downstack on Cards. The Cards was able to send enough and actually ended up crush killing Gary. It's possible if Gary would have had 3 lines below instead of 2, then Gary would have cleared a bunch on Cards. Like, it's just those.
It was close. It was very close. The margins at which you either get a great time or completely trolled to death sometimes come down to a couple frames, and that's how it shook this time. But 6 and Cards definitely were within the margin of troll with each other. That one came out to Cards, who played a little bit better on each stage and worked his way into Gary 2 with a small advantage, but it was enough that even if it had been trolling, he may have been able to walk away, and still got it. So 2 matches his way. 6 backed up against a wall here in normal, which is anything but normal mode. We're gonna get some weird behaviors from the opponents here. That's just what they do.
Yeah, normal mode is kind of the worst of easy. In hard mode, where you have the extended stop time of easy mode, where it takes longer for the opponent to die, and then you also have the slightly better AI behavior, cursor speed, of hard mode. So basically, the AI is a little smarter, and they have more time to get their clears. Like, I've seen some really bad trolling in normal mode, and we joke about the world record being free in normal mode because Foxy Man, one of our competitors, as we go ahead and get started here, he was very good time for Cards, but normal mode can like really troll you a lot. So
yeah, normal mode world record in your everything's free to you, Tate, but normal world record, it's not free. It only costs your sanity. So, someone's gonna go get it.
Oh, someone who's gonna get like a 9 second there.
A 9! There we go. There's the 9. Cards flashing the thumbs up. There we go. We haven't seen nearly enough of those sub-10s this tournament yet. The games have just been trolling us too much. We got a couple 8s, a couple 9s. There's another 9 to add to the roster of sub-10s.
That's a 9. Wait.
Wrong thing there, Tay.
Almost another 9 or 10.
Misty trolling him to a 12. Love it.
6 got a little turned around there. He's gonna have to.
He's going. Okay, he cut it. Here. Good. Yeah, he cut it off. He probably should have cut that one link earlier, but.
Okay. Well, yeah.
19 on recovery. Not bad.
Not what you want against Cards though. Like.
Yeah, Cards didn't hit the lag chain he was going for there. Probably a hair short here. Oh, and the insta clear from Surge.
This gonna be a chain here.
You're just chaining too. Yep.
But is that gonna give enough time to get the green?
It might. Barely.
That's why Stammer top time is such a scam. And 6 is gonna move ahead with my gosh,
change.
Exactly what we're talking about.
Change.
Oh my god, how long? Okay, I think 37 seconds. So 6 making up about at least 20 seconds there. He got an 11 on Surge. Cards getting a 37. So 6 at this point is just gonna have to keep playing well and hope to get better luck than Cards. We want to extend this round.
6 is putting himself in a position to take advantage of it. That's what he has to do. That's all he can control right now.
What are you doing?
Erica, how much?
Erica!
Oh my! This is gonna be like a 3-chain, 4-chain.
Hello?
Oh my goodness! On normal mode?
I'm gonna win.
And the lead change is back. Oh my goodness! That Erica had no business doing any of that.
goodness. 6 actually got the S-Hard kill on 6, where we noticed one of those small 4 garbage blocks falling down all the way to the bottom. AI can't find a clear on it. So...
Oh, and these lower levels, typically the S-Hard clear is not even close to necessary, but
No.
right there it was. It shouldn't have been, but it was. Wow. And
12s and 12s.
a 12. Okay, both of them with a bad stage in their pocket, or you know, in their rear view mirror at least, and you know, heading in really close here within 3 or 4 seconds.
Yes. We're getting onto the halfway point with normal mode being 14 stages long. This is stage 7. Very nice setup for Cards. He's going to cut that off at X4. I think this is going to be...
Combo spam.
no.
Timer. And chaining.
Hello?
No. Oh.
Hello? On both sides.
And the reds.
Hello?
Oh my goodness,
Oh my-
Cards.
What is...
Cards,
Hello?
Sabrina. 6 Sabrina. All of the Sabrina. Oh my goodness.
A clear up on top off the garbage. Oh my god, this is so awful. This is so awful. Like
Oh, 3. Oh my god.
This might give her enough time to find
She
another
might.
clear.
She's got enough stop time to get over there. That's insane. More chaining. Here it comes. Oh my gosh.
You know what? We don't like to talk politics much on this tournament, but please write your representative. Urge them to make your effort matter in PPL.
Oh. And an 11 on 6. And that's a full stage lead now. Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Tay out here lobbying for that to be illegal. Only in Canada, FFR. Shoutouts.
Ooh, what's the AI doing? Oh no. Okay, guess
Burn
one
in
player-
time.
Oh,
Burn in time.
what?
Purple's okay. Didn't make it. That would have been the worst.
Cards got really lucky there because the AI just had a clear sitting there, and they were like, I don't feel like doing that.
Folks, this may be 6's opportunity to take one, and if it is, I mean, 6 definitely here to take advantage. You have to be in a position to take advantage when the trolling happens. But there's a reason why we play a best of.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 10.
That's a 10. There we go.
That's a 10. Cards gets insta cleared with the no leveling in the chat. AI leveling.
Yeah, but this is why we play a best of. A best of 5. The person who's got the higher skill level has the better chance of advancing, because sometimes the RNG just really doesn't care who's better and just cares who's luckier. And oh man,
very strong attack, but 6 did not get the double 4, but does not gonna hurt him there. Luckily, is
oh man, 6 cooling off after those 11s and a 10. He got a 16. Oh, he's going so slow. Oh my goodness.
I mean, you joke about that, but 16s, if you were grinding world record, you would not be happy with the 16.
But this is not world record grinding. But the 11 on the Cards' side, he's good with that. There we go. Nice lag chain. Lots of combos. And more lag chaining. I don't know if 6 wanted that much, or if he just felt like he had swag. I don't know.
As we say, stop chaining. But he gets lucky.
He almost got punished. He almost got punished for that chain.
Yeah.
When someone swags that hard, they should not be punished, and thankfully he was not. He got to escape that level and show off the swag at the same time. We love to see that.
All right, good opening here. I guess the second double 4. He's gonna go out to X4. Gonna go out to X5.
He might have needed all of that. He didn't have a lot of combos.
What's Lorelei gonna do here?
Lorelai's gonna just get confused and not do a thing.
Got pretty lucky that she didn't notice that kitty corner clear. Card is gonna... Scam!
Get chained on!
Oh my god!
No.
This is so... Could have made up like 8 seconds there, but 6 is going on. He has 2 stages. I don't know if he's screen watching or not, but... Oh no, that's not quite enough. Oh!
I would hope if I'm 6, even if I'm screen watching, I don't change my play at all. Whatever he's doing up to this point, he just needs to keep doing it.
Yeah,
don't change your game. And that's it. Bruno, not being the troll gatekeeper today. They're in normal mode.
So we're gonna get on.
And that was close.
Here.
That was really close. And I'm looking at the leaderboard here. 6's PB in normal mode's an 8:51. He clocked in at official 8:51. So not a PB, but he tied a PB. That's still hype. When you're up against cards and you're up back against the wall, pulling out a tie with your PB is the way to do it.
Yeah, about as good as it could have gone for 6 there. Playing very well, and the AI cooperating, giving cards lots of trolling to deal with. So 6 is gonna push it to game 4, but I think we all know what card is likely to pick for his difficulty as he tries to wrap this up.
Oh yeah, official time in the racetime.gg for cards is 9:46. Much higher than his typical in this game mode. He got trolled really hard a couple times there. 6 played well enough that I think he would have won with a normal level of trolling on cards. But the game going ham and making sure that game 4 happened for all the viewers out there. This one exists for all of you. The game decided it wanted you to have more content. And Tay, it appears you are correct. Cards picking what we all thought he would pick, and honestly, 6 probably not the least bit surprised. Cards going to easy mode.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, easy mode has I'd say the least amount of RNG, which is going to favor the more skilled player, which I think we all agree is cards in this case. But any clears that do happen in easy mode can be very, very punishing. So it won't take much for another upset in easy, but I think the odds favor cards at this moment.
The odds definitely favor cards. 6 has to play clean. And honestly, the way he played round 1 was good, but probably won't be good enough. He's gonna need to get just a little bit cleaner, cut his chains off a little bit sooner. And cards just is going to inch away like he did the first time, unless 6 is able to keep up. So let's see how it shakes down here.
And some of you that are new to speedrunning this game might ask, well, 6 has been chaining out further. Like, why is that not good? And that's because we don't want to send the AI any more garbage than we have to. Like, if it only it only takes in the later stages 4 lines to top off the opponent. So why would you send 6 if it only takes 4?
And why waste the extra time making more garbage when you don't need to? The added disadvantage if your chain is too large is that when the garbage falls, you'll notice the screen shaking. Well, the opponent can't be timed out while the screen is shaking, even if the blocks are all the way above the top. So bigger shake or bigger block equals bigger shake. Bigger shake equals more time that your opponent has something to do about it. So in general, you don't want to overchain, but in easy mode, that tends to matter less. It tends to just be a case of, why are you wasting time making more blocks? Just drop what you've got. And so far, cards not opening as cleanly as he could. 6 not really taking too much advantage. We had a high teens on both for Gary and Brock.
Yeah, in easy mode, Brock and Gary do not raise their stacks. It takes a much heavier attack to top them off. Really easy to fall short, and falling short is so dangerous in these categories because as soon as the garbage falls on the opponent, they're going to start looking for a clear. and they could find it if you don't top them off soon enough.
Falling that 12 and the 11 on 6's side. Here we go. Yeah, falling short actually is even more punishing in easy mode than in some of the other modes. I mean, it's punishing in every mode, but easy mode, because of the low game speed, you have to make your follow-up garbage. It has to go queue up, then drop. And because the game mode is so slow, that can easily be 3 or 4 seconds. Even if you've done enough, if it has to do a separate drop, sometimes that just takes too much time.
Ooh, but is 6 going to make up some time here?
Just a second.
Tiny bit of time. He's still probably about 5 seconds behind or so.
Yep, but chipping away. And that's what he has to do. He has to keep it close. The difference between these two, RNG trolling is a very real possibility. Don't ever count it out, even here in easy mode. But between these two players, the way they've been playing, the difference may not be a troll.
We could get it.
May be, no! The difference I was about to say, the difference may simply be those couple seconds on every stage, but a troll can happen, and what do you know?
And
we summoned a troll.
6 takes a 2-second lead. You see what happened there is Erica was able to lower the stack. 6 cards was 1 line short. That gave Erica just enough time to find the clear. Cost him about 8 seconds, and now he is very narrowly in the lead. Oh, 6 doing a great job of finding that, but he's going to have to send some more.
6 with a strong follow, knowing he needed to get quite a bit on there. I don't know if it's going to be enough to be quick, though. Okay.
Ooh. And Cards got turned on again. 6 is going to extend his lead a tiny bit.
Play with me.
Still, 6 has to be careful, though. Like, he was 1 line short there. Typically, you need to send about 3 lines or 4 lines. That's a good, okay, pillars set up on either side. That's probably going to be good for a 13.
There we go. Yeah. The rule of thumb in easy mode, besides, 11. Nice. Besides, I'd say Gary 1, and sometimes Brock, is typically 4 lines. You'll need 5 occasionally, and sometimes you'll get a weird board. Like this one right here is a little low. You may need an extra line out of this on 6's side. But, I mean, Gary 1, really you need a little bit extra, and everybody else, if your default is 4 lines of garbage, you're probably around what you need.
Oh, and we're 6 losing 4 seconds, and I think we have another slight lead change. I don't know what the off-sync is on our streams, but we are essentially tied going into the final 3 stages.
Oh, the sync change actually got corrected, so we essentially started on time. So what you're seeing with maybe a 1 second differential is what you're getting, and they're maybe 1 second apart. So wow, here we go. Cards not getting the open he wants. What's going on here? Get something going, Cards.
Oh,
meanwhile, 6.
Oh no. Is he gonna fight? Oh, he almost did that.
Held out. Oh, and Tracy, the 22. Okay, 7 seconds, but we're running out of real estate. 7 seconds with 2 stages to go might be enough here if 6 can play clean. That's a lot to make up in 2 stages.
That is. And, okay, that's a very...
Okay, 5. It's going to go X4.
4.
Oh, cut it off. Good cut.
Oh, what's the... Oh,
what was that? What was Rocket doing?
The AI will just do that sometimes. I think, my best guess is that, like, the game will tell the AI to, like, force something to happen. So it'll force the cursor to be in a certain position, and it'll just do that weird corkscrew thing. We have no idea. If you have any programmers out there, we will pay you $1 million in hypothetical currency to please come tell us why these things happen. Oh no, he's a little short.
Oh, get that 8 follow. He's gonna cut, but it's gonna take some time. Geo, is it gonna be clean on Card's side? It's 1 frame. Oh, he missed the swap. Geo could have extended that, but didn't. 6 going a tiny bit short was the difference there.
No.
Geo decides it. Oh no. Oh wow.
Oh, 6 was one line short from taking this and sending it to a game 5.
At the last second. Cards final time 6:37. 6 final time 6:47. Wow.
God, that was unfortunate.
That 29-second Geo, honestly, one extra line from 6 wouldn't have happened, wouldn't have opened the door, but he did. He left the door ajar, and that's all Cards needed to come sprinting in. Oh my goodness, third Pokeball and the win banner for Cards of the Heart. Whew.
Yeah, not that we're rooting for. We try to be as unbiased as possible. You just hate to see a performer just kind of give it away at the end there. Like it's he could have been trying to go as aggressive as possible, but like 3 lines. I think he only sent 3 lines. Like that's almost never gonna do it. And
yeah, and Cards with the bad luck and the bad RNG all day. His Geo 1, maybe 2 frames short. Had the cursor over the swap that would have extended it, and he got the timeout. That was as close as you can get before that got extended, and both of them were scrambling. And Cards pulling it out on easy mode for the 3-1 victory over 6.
Well, that's a big bounce back from Cards. Is now with him facing off against Lightning in the next weekend. I think he is like almost assuredly gonna win that. Like Lightning is a solid player, but like not maybe as well versed in the lower difficulties. So good chance that that Cards will win his second game next week. 6 played super well, really made Cards sweat. So we see Cards giving us a thumbs up there. Sure, he's happy to bounce back after last week. But
great showing from Cards, great showing from 6, both sides here. 6 knew he had an uphill battle and put himself in position to take advantage on that normal mode. Honestly, had a great shot at easy mode there. But the Cards fell where they did, and Cards won. So here we go. I think this is our first group to have anybody at 1-1, and now we've got Cards and 6 both at 1-1 here in this group, with a couple more matches to go here in week 2. You mentioned Cards is going to be playing Lightning for that last one. You have to figure Cards is a favorite. 6's last match is going to be against Ty, and that we all thought going in was probably going to be the match that determined this group. Well, it very much looks like it's going to be the match that determines this group.
I'm gonna make the call ahead of time. I think 6 is gonna take that one next weekend.
Wow. Cards making the call now, not even seeing how Ty plays this week. Okay. Oh, Tame Man calling a shot.
Yeah. I just think 6 plays slightly cleaner than Ty. That's not going to make the difference. But we'll get into a full breakdown of that match next weekend. But we can definitely look forward to what will presumably be the match that determines the number 2 seed from... Well, we don't even know what the seeding will be, so...
Yeah, seeding from this group. For those of you who are interested in the specifics of how the seeding is going to work, honestly, we have no clue with this group. I can't tell you 1 seed, 2 seed, who ends up where in the bracket.
Right.
We need more matches to be played to even have a chance. This group's so much chaos right now. It's gonna be great to see the jockeying. Even the 2 people who advance, it's gonna be. I don't know who's gonna be 1 seed or 2 seed at this point.
Oh gosh, you could have 3 people going 2-1 if Lightning loses all 3, which isn't a guarantee. But there are 6 wins to go around.
Yeah. If Ty and 6 both beat Lightning and Lightning beats Ty. Yeah, we end up with a 3-way tie of 2-1. And who's in the middle of a 3-way tie again but 6? In which case, those of you wondering, the tiebreakers in that case are average race times on the modes that we've done. So realistically, we don't have a good grasp on who that would be yet. There's just too much left to play. You have to imagine that would favor generally cards, but there's still a lot of game to go, so we don't really know there. So, oh man, lot to look forward to in this group. A lot of chaos. Fans of puzzle games here. I know you guys. I know you're fans of chaos. So stick around. We've got more matches coming today. We've got more matches coming tomorrow to finish out week 2. And then next week is really when it's going to shake down. Week 3, should be the final week of all of our group stages. There might be some makeups as needed, but a lot to be decided here in this next time frame. As we're wrapping up here, Tay, any last thoughts about what we saw today here, or about either of the two runners?
Cards showing like why he is the one of the favorites to win the tourney, despite the upset last week. And six played really solidly. Just so happy to see like the path that he's been on in the past year plus. So really glad to have Six around. Really glad to have Cards. Both really good competitors, and we definitely saw why Group A is known as the group of death.
Yeah, absolutely. I was glad to be able to watch this match here today. Very excited for it, from the start once these groupings were announced, and definitely the implications on this group were strong. 2 strong performances from our runners. Guys, if you haven't yet, follow our runners, Cards of the Heart and Six, on Twitch. Great stuff from both of them. If you haven't already as well, follow Puzzle General on Twitch, follow on Twitter for updates, join us on the Discord, and check out YouTube, where we put all of these great matches and past tournaments up. If you're watching on YouTube, check out the next match. There's a lot more great content coming up. If you're here with us on Twitch, stick around. We've got 2 more matches today. Up next, Lunar Chimera and Raikou Rider. This should be a fun one.
Dude, that's gonna be a good one.
That's going to be a great one. Followed later tonight by FFR Pro and myself, Tetris Attacker. I hope that's a good one. I think FFR is going to really give me a hard time, but I'm hoping to try and make that entertaining for y'all. But regardless, thanks to everyone involved. Thanks to those running tech today. BB Forky, big shout outs. Thanks to our tournament organizer, Cards of the Heart, and everyone else who's been involved. Thanks to the runners. Thanks to all you fans for joining us and watching. Until next time, happy puzzling.